In my city, it is best not to be out at night. It is said a beautiful young woman roams around at night wearing a mask only covering up her mouth. She carries a pair of scissors with her that are stained with blood. She never cleans the scissors. It is said those scissors are responsible for her passing and why she roams the streets at night. The scissors were used on her by a crazy ex-boyfriend. He cut her with scissors by placing them in her mouth and cut her from ear to ear before taking her life. He never complimented her on her beauty, so she goes around the city asking people if she is beautiful. If you tell her she is beautiful, she will remove her mask and ask you again. If you tell her she is still beautiful, she will take out her scissors and give you the same scars as she does. If you tell her she isn't beautiful, she will make you wish you didn't tell her that. If you tell her she is beautiful, but tell her she isn't without the mask, you will be taken out in a horrifying way. It is best not to run into this lady, because it doesn't matter what you tell her, you will not make it out alive. You can try to run, but you will not make it far. She is as fast as a bullet. Running will also lead you to your passing. Everyone who has ran into this young woman has never made it back home alive or unharmed. Many have seen her, but only from a distance. I have seen her many times and have been very lucky. She hasn't seen me yet. If she sees you looking at her, she will appear in front of you and will play her deadly game with you. If you decide not to speak to her, you will be taken out. I have seen a few people pass her test, but I have seen more people fail it. So far, no one knows how to pass her test without being taken out or getting the same scars as she has. When I tell you you want to pass her test, you really want to pass it. You may pass away if you are not taken care of in time, but it is still possible to survive getting those cuts. You can head to the nearest hospital, or you can find a way to stitch yourself up. I have seen most people stitch it up themselves because most people have learned how to stitch themselves. In this place, it is best you know how to stitch yourself. Unfortunately, I have seen many who have not made it through the cutting of her scars. They pass away slowly and painfully. I have helped those that needed it. So far, no one has passed away when I help them out. I am a doctor, and I stitch people up almost daily. The only time I can't help anyone out is if my own life will be in danger or they are too far away from me to help them. I do fear the young woman will be hunting after me because I help those who fall victim to her. I help those whom she decides to harm and punish. I don't know if she is aware of me or what I am doing, and it does worry me. If she comes after me, I will have no idea what I should do. I know not to tell her she isn't beautiful the first time or the second time, but I am afraid to tell her she is beautiful when she takes off the mask. Of course, I do know how to stitch myself, but I don't know if I would be able to help myself out on time or at all. I could bleed out and fail to help myself. Her victims always bleed a lot, no matter what. No matter what, you will always end up in the hospital if you fall victim to her. I have had many victims come into the hospital while I was at work. You can tell every person is fearful and in a lot of pain. No one just walks into the hospital like it is nothing. Every single person comes in holding a part of their face and can't walk straight. They all come in looking as if their legs are broken or made of spaghetti. We always rush her victims into emergency treatment. Seeing those cuts never gets easier, no matter how many times a night we see them. It is almost never a clean cut. You can see the anger she puts into these cuts. I have only seen a few clean cuts, but those are close to non-existent. I have stitched up clean cuts caused by her, and it does make it much easier. I have also stitched up some cuts where you can really tell there was a struggle, and she got greedy with the cutting. She would cut them way too much. The worst story I probably heard about this lady happened last summer. 5 young college students just got out of a club. All of them were extremely drunk when they ran into the lady. All 5 of them said she was beautiful at first. The second time they were asked, only one said she was beautiful. I remember stitching up his face. She really got them all. Because they were all drunk, I can see it being a horrifying sight to see. The young man's t-shirt was covered in blood. I don't know how he survived his encounter with her just from the amount of blood loss. Despite that, he is very lucky to be alive. Many have tried to figure out how to escape this beautiful young lady without being harmed or being taken out. There has been a story going around saying you must tell her she is just normal because it confuses her and she lets you escape. I can tell you this is false because I have seen someone trying to do this and it does not work at all. She doesn't let you live. It is just like calling her ugly or not telling her she is beautiful. I don't know who came up with that idea, but it needs to stop. We need to come up with a real plan to stop her and get rid of all our fears for the young lady once and forever.